You're listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
It's the Pipe Bomb Podcast.
The following podcast is rated S and may contain following themes of nudity via @Simpelli_, wrestling preachings, low-key readings. Listeners might witness biased WWE fan draggings, indie talk, wig snatching, tea-spilling arguments, but most importantly, shade. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions of our panelists do not reflect our hopes and dreams of getting WWE creative/writing contracts.
Viewers' discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, you're listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast with me, Sam Pele. On this show, we are going to be covering the Women Open in Raw, the triple threat between Sasha, Bayley and Dana, Nia Jax and Alicia Fox's match, Becky Lynch winning the title, Alexa Bliss becoming the #1 contender, and Liv Morgan challenging Asuka on NXT. Before we start though, take a look at our river. And obviously I'm not here alone, I am joined by the face that runs the place, Jimmy James.
Wow.
Oh, is it Jimmy Vibes now?
It's Jimmy Vibes, yes. But I like being called the face that runs the place. I can rock with that.
I only went with that because you do all the covers. Like the beautiful Alicia Fox one that got us so noticed last week.
I know, we got a follow from Alicia Fox. Isn't that fucking dope?
Yes.
Shout out to
Love it.
Foxy. What? She unfollowed us.
Keep it Foxy. What?
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me that she unfollowed us.
Oh, I was just going to say keep it Foxy.
I love Foxy, and I'm so grateful that she followed us, and that means that she listened to our show. How exciting. Super exciting. I don't know, Foxy's been in WWE for over a decade now, so it's really good to have a woman in that standard follow us, you know? Like, she's a big-time WWE superstar, and she checked us out. That's pretty cool. It's cool.
Yeah, she's huge, and you know, like you said, she's been there for ages. She's been a champion, not very long, but you know, she's very credible. She is a veteran.
Yeah, definitely a vet. But we're going to talk a little more about Miss Foxy later on in the show.
Later on.
But what I do want to tell the listeners is that today we have a very special guest. Yes, and
yeah.
What I will say is our special guest is like, he's basically like an Instagram model. You know those Instagram vixens, you know, the really popular pretty girls on Instagram that has all the followers, but except that this
those
one,
bitches.
yeah, except with him, he does all WWE stuff on his Instagram account, and he's super popular, and he's popping on fucking Instagram, and he so happens to check out our show and listen to our show, and he just wanted to come on and kiki it up with us, so I said, why the hell not? Aren't you excited to talk to him, Sammy?
Oh, I'm so excited. I've been checking out his Instagram page, and you know, he's got like, what, 26,000 followers?
Yeah, he has a lot of followers.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah, and he's sassy on his Instagram, so you know what? I'm tired of building him up. Let's get this bitch in, okay?
Bring him on in.
Let's give him I'm gonna ring him in. Ooh, let's see. He told me that he's from Indiana. It's America, Sam.
Fuck right. I know America. You made me out to be so dumb on that behind the shade thing. But I know America. I answered the question. You didn't put my answer in. You just put me being stupid.
It's the magic of editing, baby. Let me tell you. Hello, Eve. Hello. Is that you?
Yeah.
How are you, bitch?
Hi, Eve.
Hi.
Welcome to the Pipe Bomb Podcast. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing in Indiana?
Pretty darn good. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Did they say Dawn in Indiana?
Does they what?
Did they say Dawn in Indiana a lot? Like,
what does that mean?
Because I only ever, like, pretty darn good.
No.
Oh, no, I don't know. I just said that. I don't know why I said that now.
So, I'm so excited to have you on the show. I have a bunch of freaking questions for your ass before we start talking about wrestling. I want to talk to you about your Instagram account because you're really popping on Instagram, really lit. So how did you start with your Instagram account? And before you start, please give out your Instagram for the listeners.
So I am at Diva Fanatic with an X at the end, not a C, because I'm cool.
Yeah.
And
yes.
and I started because, well, first my friend, like one of my really good friends, he was really into Instagram and he was constantly talking about it. And I was like, ew, who does that? Like, I didn't even really like Instagram at first. And then I started posting and like I started getting a lot of good like feedback from the like divas. And I was like, oh shit, let me like keep doing this.
That's cool. Well, right now you're at 26.5K followers, so you are doing something right. But what I will tell you, what I love about your Instagram account is your sassy comments and the funny posts that you post throughout the shows. So I think that's really, really cool. And I feel like you have a great personality. And I think that's what drawed in a lot of people.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, yeah, I agree. Like, like the Alexa Bliss one, like makes me absolutely howl when you like Mr. J's blissed you off, and I was like, oh,
I really like that one too. Like they just pop up in my head, and I'm just like, okay, let me post like now.
That's how it should be. That's good. It works.
Super fun. So now I have another question for you. I know that you have a YouTube link on there. Do you run that YouTube page?
Do I what? Do I go to you guys' YouTube page?
No. Do you run the YouTube page that you have a link of? Is that your YouTube page, or is that some like friends that you're promoting?
Sometimes like I'll just like whatever I'm like talking about, I'll be like, oh, Eva Marie's new theme song, link in bio.
Oh,
so
gotcha.
I actually don't know what this one is. Let me look. I forgot.
Oh, you're just too popping. You don't know what's going on your page, bitch.
No. Oh, I don't know what that was because.
Oh, it's Billy Kay's theme song at the moment.
Oh, okay. That's who I posted about last. Yeah, that was like so long ago. But yeah, I really liked her theme song. Oh my gosh, Peyton Roy's theme song. Oh my god.
I love Peyton.
Really?
What? Like the way it starts, it's like.
I like it.
It's okay, but like, I think it's really cringe.
Oh god,
I love it.
It's not my favorite, but I get it.
You're the one who liked Emma's bubble pop and fucking garbage.
That was my ringtone for so long.
Okay. So you don't got much room to talk, bitch.
Bubble pop.
I'm over it. I was over the popping. But let me ask you another question. Who is your favorite wrestler? Because you're always supporting all the female wrestlers, but I just can't pinpoint your favorite. I'm going to assume right now it's Sasha Banks because that's your icon.
Sasha Banks is my girl. If for some reason she hears the Sasha, I love you. Thank you for supporting me and giving me that follow. Like, I don't know. I really like her, but I love them all. Like, it's so hard for me to choose. Like, when I was younger, I used to always be like, oh, well, you know, I only like Kelly because she's the face and the Bellas were heels, so I didn't like the Bellas. But now that I've like realized that's not real, like, well, necessarily how they all are, I'm just like, well, I like them all because I think they all really bring something. Especially nowadays, it's so hard to really just pick one because I mean they all bring something to the table where they're just managing or, you know, like Charlotte's doing her thing with Dana, and you know Sasha's the baddest, and Bailey just came to Raw and. I'm really excited for the NXT girls because I like seeing more and more. Like, I feel like the more women, the better.
I'm with you on that.
I agree.
Now, tell us some of your interactions with the WWE superstars. Who have you spoken to? Who's liked your pictures? Who's your good Kiki? Because over here in TPP, we have a few Kiki girls, so we want to know yours. Who's your girl?
Well, I know when I first started really getting into social media and everything, and I had started my Twitter, I had like tweeted Cameron.
Yeah.
And at the time, she was still on like Total Divas and everything, like, and the Funk the Dactyls were rocking and rolling. And I was just like, at Ariane Andrew, or maybe it was Cameron WB. I was like, oh my gosh, it'd be thebomb.com if you gave me a follow. Like, I love you, #girlbye. And literally, she followed me. Like, and that was my first tweet ever.
Oh, Cameron's a sweetheart. We love
cute.
Cameron here. We've always supported her over here.
Yeah, I really hate that she got let go because she had so much potential, and I just feel like the one thing that I am kind of upset about is because no shade to Eva Marie, because if you guys follow me, you know I love me some Eva.
Yeah.
But I really wish they would have done that kind of like not necessarily a push, but they invested so much in Eva. I wish they invested that much into Cameron as well, because I mean, I don't know. I just really felt like she could really kill it. Like, I mean, she needed help in the ring a little bit, but she started practicing, and we never got to see what all that work, had went to and if she had improved. But I can listen to her and Summer Rae talk on the mic all day.
Oh,
because they will straight trash talk you, and you will love every second of it.
They got that good shade. You have any questions?
We show Cameron a lot of love here, don't we, son?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
We love her. Well, now that we've got the listeners acquainted with you, we're going to jump into what's been going on in the wrestling world because there's a lot to talk about. So we're going to get into our first topic today. Well, you know what? We're going to start off with Monday Night Raw because, today we're trying to keep this show 1:15, so let's keep the ball rolling. So let's start off with Monday Night Raw. We had the women opening the show. I thought it was pretty cool with Mick Foley. You had the 3 women in the ring. You had the shade off between Sasha Banks and Charlotte, which was very entertaining. And then we had the bitch smack of a lifetime from my girl, Dana Brooke to Charlotte.
Dana, playtime is over.
It is over. Dana's not playing any games with these girls anymore, let me tell you. And I was completely shocked that Dana smacked Charlotte because Dana's been kind of cowardly following Charlotte around. So it was a breath of fresh air when she smacked Charlotte across the face. I was taken by surprise. How did you feel about that, Sam?
Yeah, I was totally agree with you. It was a random shock, but you can see it's kind of been building up over the couple of weeks. The little put downs and the little you ain't good enough kind of thing. You need to apologize and whatnot. And it's kind of just solidifying her character a bit more. It's I can take it, but when it comes to it, I'm going to snap. And she did eventually snap. But then I kind of got annoyed that afterwards she was straight back to Charlotte, and I was like, girl, no.
Yeah.
But that frustrated me. I felt like they kind of just ruined the whole, she slapped her, but now it's nothing ever happened. But, the rumor mill is churning for next week, so who knows what's going to happen.
How did you feel about the smack, Eve?
I really loved it because, to be honest, I love them all, but Charlotte is kind of getting on my nerves because she's being champ for so long, and it's just now she's champ again. And not only does she beat, so Charlotte just haunts my dreams because she beat Nikki last year, and I cried. So
that's right, because
she did that, and then
bitch.
She beat Sasha, and then it just really burned because it was only 27 days.
Yeah.
And she's
something like that, yeah.
Again. And I'm just thank you, Dana. Please, slap her again.
That means that Charlotte.
I love Charlotte, but I'm just I want somebody else to be champ. Please.
I understand because you're watching it as a fan, and Charlotte's the bad girl because she does such a good job being a bitch. The way that she talked down Dana Brooke, shut up, shut your goddamn mouth. Who's talking to you? Shut up. I love that. I live for it. I love that she puts Dana in her place. And for the listeners. The people on TPP, they all know that Charlotte is my number one girl. I am her Paul Heyman to her Brock Lesnar. I will.
It's not even a joke. It's genuine truth.
You are Charlotte, Mark.
I am. I love the girl, and I, when her title reign ended, to Sasha Banks, I was okay. I was happy because I respect Sasha Banks. She's an amazing competitor. I'm not gonna sit here and shade the girl and be like, she's trash because Charlotte's my favorite. Absolutely not. I love Sasha. I think Sasha's a worthy contender. I think Sasha's fucking entertaining as hell. I love the girl, but I'm loving this run with Charlotte. And I feel like with Sasha picking up the belt from her for those 27 days, it's just, all right, that's just one notch on Sasha because Sasha's going to get another title reign. So then again, she'll be 2 times women's champion. So it's okay. It's you rub my back, I'll rub your back. But
just building the numbers up.
Yeah. And Sam, you made a mention about the Dana Brooke and Charlotte thing. We're about to get into that because Mick Foley, and then we have Bayley out there. I don't want to forget about Bayley. Bayley's just so freaking cute. I love Bayley, and I love that she came out there and pretty much told Sasha, bitch, who the hell do you think you are? I just beat her last week. You know what I mean? Let's get it all the way together. Bayley's like, Sasha. And I kind of like the whole little tension, the little tease between Sasha and Bayley, because we all know that those two can really go. So I love that Bayley, had some coronas, and she was like, no, I want to get involved too. And then we get the smack from Dana, and then Mick Foley makes this a triple threat match for the number 1 contender for the Women's Championship. championship at Clash of Champions, and we start off, Dana inserted herself by smacking Charlotte, and then we start off with the match. I thought, one thing I will say with the smack is, I'm kind of mad that Charlotte didn't, retaliate or maybe come at her and have Mick Foley break it up. I feel like Charlotte should have been dragged away. I feel like she shouldn't have walked away from somebody smacking her like a Dana Brooke. But anyways, that's either here or there. We get into
happened.
Yeah, it happened. But the
match, get over it.
The match was phenomenal. I loved the match. I watched the match 2 times, and I feel like Dana Brooke really stepped her game up in this match.
I know. I'm so happy because that whole segment just put her over because the crowd was so behind her.
Yeah.
And then what kind of made me really happy was that I love Bayley and I love Sasha, but I'm just so glad Dana didn't take the pin or the submission.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
I was because if she would have, I was like, well, dang, give her something. We know the 4 horsewomen are the cream of the crop right now, but, don't forget about some of the other girls, too. So that's my main thing.
Well, I thought when I was watching it as well and they made it into a triple threat, I was like, oh, well, this is the way of, Dana taking the fall, but Bayley not actually getting pinned. But, it was really quite refreshing to see that it was Bayley that took the fall, not Sasha.
She actually was a part of the match, not just a punching bag.
Yeah.
She had some big strong points. I loved the double clotheslines. I loved how she was just beating on the girls and she was trying to get covers. Dana was putting in that work in this match.
She wanted the win.
Yeah, she really, when I was watching Dana wrestle, I was just like, damn, she's really fighting to win. And what I did like about this, you guys know that when we watch, and another thing with the SmackDown thing, I'm starting to notice a little trend with how they're booking these matches, because before they used to throw a girl out and the other two would wrestle, and then throw the other girl out and throw the other girl. Right. Lately, I've been noticing that they're going a lot for the pins, because they're trying to actually win the match. So I kind of like that, and it makes it more believable, because throughout this match, it was all the pinfalls, especially with the ending of the match, which I loved. I've never seen a finish like that in a triple threat match, a tag team match, anything. We had the belly to Bayley on Dana Brooke, and Bayley was going for the cover, and Sasha Banks just rolled Bayley right over into a pinfall, which looked like her shoulders were down as well. So
I thought it was going to be a double pin.
I think it was a double pin.
I feel like her shoulder was on Bayley's foot, though. Her other shoulder, I don't think it was all the way down.
Maybe one shoulder was up. It didn't look like her shoulders was completely down, but the back of her neck was clearly on the mat. But her shoulder, I don't know. It's a close call.
I've got the tape in front of me still, so I'm just going to watch that back.
You should watch it back. Because I don't know.
Let's find out.
Sam is always on the money. Every time I'm talking about something, Sam's like, let me pull it up. And then 2 seconds later, he's like, but here it is.
Bam, got it.
You are such the radio news girl. You're so good.
Well, see, it used to be Megan. So.
Yeah. Now let us know. What is it? What's the tea?
It's loading right now. Because obviously in the UK, I can't stay awake for it. I have to just download Raw. Legally, because that's not what we do. Okay, so the angle keeps changing, so you don't really see, but she looks like her both shoulders on that.
Yeah.
They're both down.
I think
both down.
I think it's going to be something, because if Bayley got pinned, right? Bayley just debuted, 4 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw? I feel like it's going to be something where they insert Bayley into a 3-way for the Women's Championship match. Is it too soon to get a 3-way for the Women's Championship? Do you guys feel like it's too soon?
I don't think it's too soon. I think for a 3-way, I think it's too soon for them 3 to go at it. Because, it's Clash of Champions. I don't feel like it's going to be a big enough event to have those 3 against each other at one point. It needs to be saved, for your big 4 pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, then again, this is the first Raw solo pay-per-view, so maybe they need a big match.
True. Start off with the bang, especially following that 6-pack challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
That was dope.
That was really cool. We're gonna talk about that, guys. But I guess that was the whole Women's Championship thing. That they had a great match. The women all had great showings. Charlotte was amazing on the mic as always. And then we get to a backstage segment with Dana Brooke walking down after her match, after she put in that work. And she was walking down backstage. She looked like she was really fighting hard. And I feel like Dana is such a good actress. She's so believable. I loved her messy hair, and she's rubbing her neck, oh my god. And then she she sees Charlotte, and she's like, "I am so sorry, Charlotte." So believable. And Charlotte,
she did. Yeah, that was good. I almost felt really bad.
I feel bad. Dana is my good girl. I love Dana. And Dana was just like apologizing to Charlotte. Charlotte's like, "Get my bags! Get my bags! Shut up and get my bags." Charlotte is Queen Cersei. Once again, Game of Thrones reference, which a listener tried to shade me with that Naomi thing, but I'll get into Miss Naomi, guys. But anyways, Charlotte is the Queen Cersei of WWE. Eve, do you watch Game of Thrones?
I don't.
Oh, bitch.
I don't.
I can't swing a wet cat without hitting anybody on this podcast that watches Game of Thrones. I'm the only one. And we're all wrestling fans. It's mind-boggling. But anyways, maybe I should put that on the shirt. Do you watch Game of Thrones?
Do you even watch Game of Thrones, bro?
But that whole little segment was cute, and I guess that's where Sam made a mention that he wasn't too happy about Dana kind of folding for Charlotte again. But
I'm so pissed about that.
But
you know what?
Go ahead.
It kind of adds to the story though, because it's building that tension for us, the fans, and then also it's like she's still being submissive to Charlotte, and it's just like building up to her finally just like snapping.
She had a moment. And I like the way that she explained herself on her social media account, which is why social media is such a strong tool. And I always tell, when we are in our group text, that's my preaching in the group text. Social media is a tool, guys. We got to use it. It's a tool. And Eve, you know that. It's a tool. Mm-hmm. Look at you. You're like popping. So I keep telling you, it's a tool. It's a tool. You got to stay on it. We got to work. And I feel like with the whole Dana Brooke thing and then her explaining herself on social media was so like, it was unjust because she was talking about how... No, I mean, it was justified because she was talking about how, like, people make mistakes, and then you have moments where you just can't take it anymore, but you explode, and then you have to apologize, but doesn't mean I forgot what she did, but I am really sorry for hitting her. I should have never hit her because, Charlotte did smack her first. And
true.
Yes, but she's. I feel like she's like afraid of Charlotte. She wants to be like Charlotte. She looks up to Charlotte. She is Charlotte's protege. So there are going to be bumps on the road, like Eve said. I feel like it's just another chapter into this story that we're reading. So
yeah, it will be. But I think that the chapter is going to be from what all the rumors are for next week. So
we can get into that now.
You know what I really like though? I don't know if you guys watched the pre-show, but. I think it was Jerry Lawler who revealed what she was like, doing instead of taking notes, where she was like drawing like a stick figure of herself as the women's champion.
Nuh-uh.
I like that. Like, I really like that because it's like, that's something somebody would like, that somebody like who, like when you watch a movie and like, okay, like, who can I think of? Like, okay, Regina George. And you know how like, what's her name? Gretchen Wieners was like her protege that really like kissed her butt, but she knew how evil Regina was. That's something I feel like she would have been doing. Like when she's sketching or something, she's like, she's like so evil, like, or like, something like bad happening to Regina, like doing little stuff like that. That we will like find out years later or something. I just feel like that was kind of cool. That added to the story. I wish they would have talked about that.
I feel like the story is really great. But like Sam's been mentioning. So Sam, where do you think that this whole story is leading up to next week on Monday Night Raw?
But the alleged rumors are that Emma's going to be there next week. She was with Monday Night Raw. Lead to that. Pardon?
I said she was backstage on Monday Night Raw this past Raw.
Yeah, so allegedly she's going to actually debut next week. Allegedly, I'm using that term a lot because we don't know what's going to happen. We didn't know half the stuff that's going to happen. We didn't think Dana was going to slap Charlotte, so, we don't know what's going to happen.
I love that.
But, if she does debut, re-debut, return, she returns, we'll say return. When she does return, she could take Dana to one side and she'd be like, you're better than this, you don't need Charlotte, and then it could end up into, like, a little side feud, I suppose. I don't know.
But a lot of people were like, I remember having a conversation with Tom and Nick, and they were letting me know, because they were saying that they think that Dana's coming back after the Rumble.
Emma's coming back.
I mean, Emma, I'm sorry. Now, Emma's coming back after the Rumble. And I'm like, really? That far away? And they were like, well, James, she had back surgery. But I don't think her back surgery was that severe because Emma started working out quickly. What was that?
Yeah,
Say that again?
She what, sorry?
She never wore like a brace or anything on Instagram. She was always still like posting in her bikinis and working out like very quickly. Like I don't think it was as severe as they thought it was gonna be.
Maybe it was just some fluid or something in a disc that they just had to remove, and then maybe she needed like like 4 weeks of downtime, and then she was just right back at it. So maybe she is cleared. It's we just gotta see. We gotta wait and see, you guys. But I hope so too.
I would love to see Emma come back and shake things up with Charlotte and Dana, because because like Dana was her, her partner. So it's kind of that'd be interesting to see what she would say or
Emma and Dana work. I mean, what if Charlotte replaces Dana with Emma, and we have the Emma and Dana feud?
See, that would be good, but I wouldn't like that because Emma she has enough potential and is strong enough on her own. So I would rather she stand on her own and Dana is coming.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but
what if it's a twist though? Listen to this. What if it's a twist and then Emma quickly turns on Charlotte right then and there, and then her and Dana get back together just to throw us off?
Oh, kind of like, so like, let's say next week, like, Dana's like walking backstage and she's like, oh, so Charlotte, I've got your stuff, we're ready. So what did you want me to do tonight? And then Charlotte's like, oh, well, you've got the night off. And then Emma comes up and is like, oh, hi, Dana, with her little accent. And she's like,
hi, Dana.
It's out with the old and in with the new, and the real deal is here, pointing at herself or something like that. And then at Clash of Champions, when Charlotte like really needs Emma to help her and Dana are like, haha, you thought like we're in cahoots and we don't like you, so you're gonna lose. Charlotte gets the bank statement, new women's champion.
That would be cool because I'm
That's a good plan. I like that.
I want Dana to bring back the tapping on the head shit because I lived for it.
Yes,
when she would tap people on the head. I want it back. But it looks like Dana. I think they're teasing Dana as a babyface, and I really feel like Dana can pull it off. Because Dana can do anything. Everything they've thrown at Dana, Dana's done it and she's slayed it. She even got motherfuckers' wives mad at home. Because Dana's just been killing her. So
that's true. That's true. I've seen that. Where I forget.
We showed her so much love.
Oh, we gave Miss Amber O'Neil a good dragging over here and threw her ass in the river. But let's move on. Let's move on to another women's segment on Monday Night Raw, which was Miss Nia Jax and Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox came out with her cute new attire. Love her attire. I love the hair color. I thought it looked good as hell. And then Nia Jax came out with her very intimidating entrance. I love Nia's theme song and everything. I don't know. Nia just looks like that bitch that you do not want to run into. Like, she's that girl that you run your mouth to on social media, and then when you see her, you be dodging her. That's Nia Jax. You do not want to fuck with Miss Nia. Well, Nia came out, and her and Alicia Fox basically had a fight. It was a fight. Nia was dragging this girl all around. I love the spot with the barricade when Nia went, over here, over there, bitch. No, back over here, bitch. Back over there. And then she just flung her across the fucking, what, I don't even know what to call it. What, the floor, like the mat? Yeah, right outside of the ring. Threw this girl and then speared her through a fucking barricade. I don't think I've ever seen the women go through a barricade in my life. I think this was the first time it's actually happened in WWE.
Yeah, I think so.
And then but what I liked too was that, like, this Raw I just really liked because they put over so many people, like, because of course, Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte are already like solidified, but they put over Dana, they put over Nia because of what she did. She's never got holy shit chance, never, and they were cheering for her when she was walking away. She didn't get booed. They loved it. And then, like, even though Alicia took a big bump, but that's street cred for her. People are gonna be like, dang, she's the like real deal. She took like a spear through the barricade from Nia Jax, and she took the fight to her. Like, yeah, she ended up getting dragged anyway. So, but I
hope it's not the last of it though. I hope it continues next week. I hope they don't say that she's like just out. Like, Alicia's out now for like a month.
What if they ended up doing like the first like ever like in a million years like street fight or something like that?
That would be crazy. Cool. That would be cool.
That'd be crazy.
I think the last street fight between women were Victoria and Trish. It'd be cool for them to bring that back. But Alicia Fox, then again, I gotta give Alicia Fox her credit. I loved her big boot from around the ring post, and then how she jumped on Nia Jax's back. It was real scrappy. She was just like, get over here, bitch. She jumped on her back. She tried to put her in a headlock, and Nia was not having it. Nia's just too strong. But Alicia sold everything perfectly. Alicia can sell you fucking seashells at the beach. She's just so fucking dope. I love Foxy. And then another thing, a couple of weeks ago, I was just complaining about how I wouldn't want Sasha to come out. Alicia Fox to come out and just get squashed and just ran through by Nia Jax. But this was done right. We had a backstage segment between the two of them. We had a segment with Alicia Fox's friend getting beat up by Nia Jax. So there was purpose for Alicia Fox getting that dragon. So I'm glad that WWE actually gave us that. And it made it more impactful to actually see Nia Jax drag Alicia Fox. And now look at us. We're all excited to see more of it. We want to see what's going to happen post going through a fucking barricade, because we haven't seen a woman go through one. It's crazy.
Oh, I really just don't want it to just write her off for the week.
I don't think they should.
I mean,
yeah,
they need to carry on with it.
Maybe she should show up on Monday Night Raw like in a neck brace or something, and like walk around, maybe get interviewed backstage by one of the girls and talk about how Nia, took her out and blah blah blah. Now she's not hurt. She don't have feeling over here, and then Nia Jax can just attack her backstage right then and there.
Yeah,
it's just
I think they should do like a tit for tat. Like, okay, first Alicia got, kind of crazy and bucking in her face, and then the next week Nia like put her in her place. So then this week I feel like Alicia should do something like bizarre. Like let's just say like all on Raw they're talking about how Alicia's so hurt and like she's probably not going to be there for the rest of the week or something like that. And then Nia's like, yeah, I told her, if you want to get crazy, I'm the one, like she's talking all this crap. And then Alicia does something super bizarre. Like, I don't know what
Gunja or something.
Yeah, I don't know what she could do that would freak out Nia Jax or knock her out, but she should do something. Like maybe attack her with a baseball bat or something. I don't know.
I love when Nia grabbed her by the
Let's
hair.
talk it out.
Let's talk it out, Nia. But I love when Nia grabbed her by her hair and yelled in her face, "You want to get crazy? You want to get crazy?"
Yes.
And just flung Alicia. And I love how Alicia just goes with it. She just sells it so great. I love Alicia can get beat up by anybody and make it look amazing. Like Mae Young would probably drag Alicia Fox because Alicia would make it look believable. Alicia's just
Alicia could get beat up by Sarah Lee and it'd look amazing.
No, I don't know, because that is not believable. Does she even wrestle, that girl? Like, who is she?
Talk about it.
I don't know. Now, what else do we want to talk about on Monday Night Raw?
That's it for...
Well, even though she's on Raw, I'm happy that the whole, like, all this negativity and rumors about Paige is not true.
Oh, yeah.
And that she's supposed to be... supposedly, she's returning next week, too. So, I'm just glad because a lot of people are turning on her. Like, if she wants to be with Alberto Del Rio, that's her prerogative, and that's nobody's business.
That's right. We were gonna talk about her in the news and rumors, but we might as well talk about her now. She finally put out a statement. No, it's okay, girl. This is the Pipe Bomb Podcast. We let it go.
Yeah, we have a structure, but we don't really have a structure.
Yeah,
so we just kind of wing it.
But when it comes to Paige, she fits with the Monday Night Raw. I don't think she's gonna be on Raw next week. I think that's just a legit rumor because she just took pictures of her passport and she's going to Mexico with Del Rio. But and right now she's recovering an injury. And that's what she posted out on social media the other day. But with Paige, the whole thing, and everybody giving her a lot of shit. Bitch, get the fuck over it. Paige is fucking what? 23 years old, okay? She's a fucking grown-ass woman. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants. I'm tired of all the fangirls coming down her throat because she's choose to be with an older man. This is not taboo to me. I've seen younger women with older men all the fucking time.
I go with older men.
It's nothing new, so I don't understand why is Paige getting all this flack for it? Get the fuck over it. Let her be. Let her live her life. She's a great talent. She's on her way back soon. She's gonna be back with the roster soon. So everybody, get off her fucking case. Let her do suspension in peace. And then she also made a mention about her suspension, saying that it wasn't because of she's on drugs or anything. It's because she didn't turn in paperwork on time. And with the whole policy thing, they're so strict. If you don't do what you're supposed to do under that policy, you're getting suspended, period. So her and Eva Marie both fell into the suspension pool because they didn't turn in paperwork on the right time, which hence is why everybody was confused and shocked when we found out that they got suspended. We're like, what the fuck? Why would they get suspended? That's crazy. And
I was really
their reasoning seemed legit to me. It does. I don't think they're bullshitting us at all. But how do you feel about Paige, Sam? I know you're not crazy about her.
I used to really like Paige, and then I kind of went off Paige, and now I just don't really have an opinion on Paige. But, yeah.
That's
what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
when she comes back, she comes back. You know what I mean? I don't really care what goes on. I want, as long as at some point down the line she works a lot with Emma, because They put on some great matches, and they both said in like separate interviews they want to work with each other more in like hardcore matches and like no holds barred matches. I think they could really do it together, and I hope in the future we get that program though.
It's possible with rumors of Emma going to Monday Night Raw, so now it's possible. So we can definitely see it happen. But I'm excited for Paige. I'm not a Paige hater. I love Paige. Yeah, was she annoying on Total Divas? Who gives a fuck? Alicia Fox was annoying too. Some people got annoyed by Natty. Like, who cares? I'm talking about the characters. The characters on TV, I love. What was that, Eve?
Oh, I said I live for Total Divas.
I can't wait for the new season.
And Total Bellas is coming up soon too.
That should be exciting. With
Miss
Nikki Bella. I love my Bella girl. Well, speaking of Nikki Bella, let's move on to SmackDown now, bitches.
SmackDown Live!
Well, on Sunday, we had the Backlash pay-per-view where Becky Lynch was crowned the first inaugural. I hate that word. Let's just get that out.
Inaugural.
I'm so sick of it.
Inaugural.
I'm whatever, girl. You said it. I'm just over it. I can't. I just...
Over what?
The whole inaugural WWE.
Inaugural.
I know what it means. It means like the first, the beginning, a trend, a trendsetter. Huh? No. Now he's coming for my accent, and I'm not here for it, bitch.
Inaugural.
It's inaugural, right?
Yeah, there you go. Inaugural.
Isn't that what I said? What did I say? What did I say, Sam?
I don't know why this is so fun.
No, fuck you,
it's
bitch.
A fun word to say.
They always come for me with my accent. I can't. But anyways, see, now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the 6-pack challenge. The match was fucking phenomenal. What I will say is Alexa Bliss stole the show in that match for me. Alexa Bliss is small but fierce. Love that whole little catchphrase. She looked cute as hell, looking like a Harley Quinn. It was Harley Quinn inspired. It was cute as hell. She came out. Her entrance was cute. Naomi looked cute as hell. I loved her whole getup. All the girls look good. Nikki looked fine as hell. Nikki has a great body. I love Nikki Bella. Nikki looks like a Barbie doll. Like her whole body.
They all look good apart from one of them.
Who? Natty? Why you always gotta shade Natty?
She wears the same outfit all the time.
Don't be hating on Natty's cat suits because they're cute.
They're
okay,
cute.
No, it's different if you say cat suits like plural, but she wears the same one, and that's what.
That's a different design, though.
That was different. That was a different.
They all look the same.
I mean,
because those are her signature colors, black and pink.
I hate it.
I hate it. Every time they throw shade.
She's a heart.
She's a heart, so, what that got to do with the price around. She's got to be able to dress better.
I can't. Listen, they always shade Natty. I just throw my hands up in the air now because I can't. Natty, I love Natty. I just do. And, she catches her shade. But, Natty did well in the match. But me and Sam kind of... Was this No. When was the little miscue, Sam? Was that on Backlash?
No, it's on SmackDown.
SmackDown. All right, we'll get to that. But I feel like...
See, even Eve knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it was at Backlash.
I know...
Because Natty ran up too slow, and Naomi was ready.
No.
James,
no.
Listen to that right there.
It was not
too slow.
Natty's
fault. James, I'm not shading Natty. It happens. People
but I know. I watched it.
I said this in the group chat, and James went off at me.
She just ran a little too slow, but they fixed it. The crowd didn't boo. No one made it a big deal. It's fine.
I know that, but it wasn't a big deal. Listeners, it wasn't a big deal. This whole little miscue, it wasn't a big deal.
You made it out to be such a big deal.
No, because I felt like when you try to pin it on Natty, and I was like, no, it was Naomi, because Naomi...
But even Eve just agreed with me.
I know, because you guys are forgetting Naomi was looking back at Natty, and Natty was like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to see this coming.
She looked back because Natty was too slow.
No.
Right.
I gotta watch. You know what? Hold on. This has got
to be SmackDown. It's not Backlash. It's SmackDown.
Naomi was I guess, thrown over the top or whatever, and then Natty's like, oh, I'm gonna get you, and then Naomi's like, okay, not if I get you first. Wait, where you at?
Absolutely not. We are gonna settle this right now.
That's now two things because that was at Backlash that I won it.
Yeah, that was Backlash. That wasn't
and then the looking back one was on SmackDown. Both of them was Natty being too slow.
Oh wait, there was another miscue?
No, it was just one. I just noticed one. Was it?
The one
from
SmackDown.
The other one.
Listeners,
when
you know what?
Natty ran over Naomi.
We're going to let the listeners let us know what happened, because, they always let us know. So I'm going to leave it to them, because I really don't...
Yeah, so you do know that, All of our listeners love Naomi, so...
Oh, that's true.
Yes, Naomi.
They're not going to blame Naomi, are they?
Oh, hell no.
Well, I mean, because it wasn't Naomi's fault, so...
Exactly.
I mean, it wasn't.
Whatever. You know what? It's not a big deal. If it was Natty's fault, who cares? But I just felt like...
But you know what I will say, James? I will come to your defense, because I know Naomi is very fast-paced. Her and Sasha are very fast-paced, so maybe Natty just wasn't expecting her to go that fast. So maybe it was just a miscommunication. Maybe they rehearsed it going a little bit slower, but you know, Naomi be like, "Girl, I'm feeling the glow. Y'all can't keep up with me." And she's like, "Oh shoot, whoops."
Maybe I'm wrong. Like, if I'm wrong, so be it. Let me know. But I will go back to go look at it. But from my knowledge, looking back, watching the match, I was looking at Naomi because Naomi put Alexa Bliss in that whole full Nelson sit out splash, whatever. And I was just like, why is Naomi looking back? Natty's coming. That's when I noticed Natty stopped, and Natty's just by the ropes, and then she kind of like jerked, and then she went back to the ropes, and then she ran for it when Naomi looked away. That's why I was just like, Naomi was supposed to be looking away, that's why I was confused. So maybe I'm wrong. Who cares? Anyways, we gotta move on.
Maybe you're wrong.
Maybe,
can we just go on record there that James has just admitted for the first time he might be wrong?
Maybe.
James, what kind of messed up on that one?
95% of the time I'm right. I'm kidding.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Just remember that when you come visit me.
Oh my god, I can't wait, Samuel. But you know who was right? Carmella, because Carmella eliminated Nikki Bella out of the 6-pack challenge. And I loved the Twitter shade from Carmella after she eliminated Nikki Bella, because Nikki Bella put out a tweet. She's like, "Oh, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Smack!" And Carmella had the comeback of the week. Carmella said, "Oh, those 5 fingers also waved goodbye when I eliminated you." I said, "Yes, yes, Carmella, yes, Carmella, come through with that Staten Island shade." That's why when people are like, "Oh, Carmella shouldn't talk anymore on WWE," coming out with her entrance, I was like, that's her whole gimmick. She's a trash talker. She has to talk. So I loved hearing that shade from her on Instagram. I thought it was cool. I mean, on Twitter. But what were we gonna say, Eve?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, I feel like she needs to remix it, because the first one that she was saying was way too phased.
Corny.
You know what I mean?
It's corny. Now that she's a heel, I can't wait to see if they're gonna let her do it. I feel like they should, for her being a heel, but I'm excited to see how now we have a champion crowned. I'm excited to see how everything's gonna format now. We're gonna have a Nikki Bella and Carmella program, which I love that they're continuing. I think it's important to have side feuds and then have the championship feud. I think that's super important. And then we can talk about Naomi now, even though we talked about her a bit earlier. And my thing is, after the match, and I got a lot of backlash again with the Naomi thing, because I wanted to be funny on Twitter. I don't know, I was feeling cute. And you guys know, I once again, I brought up my Queen Cersei thing with Charlotte, which is a reference. So I was looking on Twitter, I'm watching Backlash, and everybody was mad that Dean has a big fan base with the women. He's a big, the fangirls love him. And Naomi has another big fan base with people who, they all love Naomi. They all support her, which I see. The Dean Ambrose thing, I don't see. But the Naomi thing, bitch, I see it. Naomi is fun. Naomi's flashy. And Naomi can give you a great match. I see all of that. But I was like, when Naomi didn't win, a lot of people are getting upset. Oh, they gave it to this bitch, Becky Lynch. Why the fuck Naomi this, Naomi that? Naomi's treated unfairly. This, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. I was like, SmackDown hasn't even been going for 4 months yet. And I was like, they just crowned a champion who is Becky Lynch, who's known, who's had a WrestleMania match, and blah, 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 blah. I don't really want to preach about why Becky should be champion. I think we all know why Becky's capable of carrying the Women's Championship first, even though I thought it was going to be Natty, but that's either here or there. But I feel like fans need to calm down a bit. And the next time somebody wants to press me on Twitter about Naomi, I don't want you to come at me with just a picture of Naomi. How about you tweet me a picture with you holding Naomi's merch? How about you take a picture with you wearing a t-shirt of Naomi's, or wearing the hat with the ponytail with Naomi's face on it? That was awful. I want you guys ride for Naomi hardcore, but ain't none of you bitches buying her merch. Clock that, T. No, because a lot of them are coming at me, and I want to know if they have her merch. And you could tell me you have it, bitch, but I want to see it. The next time you come
I can tag you.
I believe you have it, Eve. I believe you have it, bitch.
Do you have the hat with the hair on it?
Yeah, do you have the hat with the ponytail?
Do you have I was going to say, because that's awful. I don't wish that on my worst enemy.
It's awful.
But I want to see her wristband, the Feel the Glow wristband that glow in the dark. Bitch, you want to come for me? You guys want to ride for Naomi on Twitter and blah, 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 blah. That's cute. That's good. A hashtag will do a lot. But what I really want to know is, are you guys putting money in her pocket? Are you guys spiking up her sales? Are you guys doing that stuff? Let's be real. If you guys want to support her, you guys want to see her champion, start buying her shit. That's it. That's all I gotta say. You gotta buy her stuff. You gotta buy her merch. You gotta support her. And let WWE know that this is your girl. This is who you want. That's it. Throw all your money at it.
I couldn't agree more because I'm constantly, like, posting to my followers, like, I'm like, okay, like, for example, when Nikki came back, I'm like, dude, everybody knows I'm the biggest Nikki Bella fan because I was, like, ride or die when she got the Divas title. I freaking went and met her. I went and sat front row, waiting for her to come out. I bought the Divas title so I could be the black Nikki Bella, okay? So I'm like, I'm the biggest Nikki Bella mark you can know. But when it came to that SmackDown Women's title, I was like, I wanted Naomi to win or somebody new so that there could be, because I feel like you can't have a division where everybody will care about the women if it's only one person who's consistently getting the attention, which is why I have that issue with Charlotte staying champion for so long. Because I'm like, you're burying everybody else. And there's so many women that are capable of it. And I hate that so many fans are just, so supportive of just one person. It's like, that's not even possible because if Alexa Bliss never becomes women's champion, then, that's great that you support her, but it's like, you're not going to have any fun because that's the only person you support.
I mean, like, Naomi, can Naomi be a champion? Yeah. Do I see WWE putting the championship on her? No. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't see them putting the belt on her. And and another thing is I can see why. I can see why. And I've already went into it. But Sam, what are your thoughts on the whole Naomi
thing? Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I don't think she's
not
going to ever be champion, sadly. When you're competing with people like Becky, who is in-ring talented, you've got people like Natalya, who's got the legacy, Alexa, who is essentially a younger, equally athletic version of Naomi.
I feel like she's more like Alexa gives me Trish Stratus tea all day.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to market her a lot easier than you can with Naomi. And Eva is like the money maker right now. Nikki Bella's got the legacy. All the other girls sort of have something that could push them towards the championship.
But Naomi
is just a great gimmick.
But what Naomi not marketable?
Hold up.
Hold on.
Naomi is definitely. I don't agree with what Sam said.
No, she's marketable, but she's not championship material.
She's not.
And why is that? But
I can tell you why.
Alexa and
they have personality. They have personality.
Alexa's a lot younger and stuff, so she's gonna get a lot more
fans,
years out of her.
And she's going to grow a lot of fan base. Alexa is cute and small and the pigtails and everything. She's going to grow a fan base. I see that.
And especially with this whole Harley Quinn thing she's just done, that's like a whole new market she's just put herself in.
Yeah, she's smart. That's my thing. She has a personality. She's thinking outside of the box. Naomi is creative as fuck. Don't get me wrong.
Naomi's doing all stuff like this, this whole dance and the music and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great.
People who are into a really heavier music, for example, they're not going to appreciate that.
No,
but
it's fun to look at.
They'll appreciate Alexa. Yeah, it's fun to look at, but they won't really appreciate it.
But here's the
thing.
Whereas
Alexa is dressing up. I think,
they'll look at Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss has personality. You see it, you hear it, and every time she has the opportunity, she shines on that mic. Alexa Bliss does not flop. She does not miss. It's always key, shade. You saw her in the pre-show. She even shaded Lita when Lita tried to come for her. Yeah. She put Lita together real quick. Alexa Bliss
and on Talking Smack, she shaded Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, when Daniel Bryan's like, you're the smallest one, like me. And Alexa Bliss is like, you're nothing like me. I was like, yes, Alexa Bliss, put him together. True. Put him together. She has personality. Nikki Bella has personality. A lot of people like to say, oh, she's dry. She's like a valley girl and blah, 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 blah. Boom, bitch. That's exactly what she is. You know what she is. I don't know Naomi's personality. I don't know it because Naomi doesn't show it. But when it's not that she doesn't show it because she has shown it. That's why I like Naomi and I just want to push her because I feel like Naomi has so much in her that she won't let out. I'm like, why are you shy? Like, I feel like Naomi's really shy and bashful. That's where I'm at with Naomi right now. I want her to break out of that shell.
But you know what? I guess the reason too why I'm not sold on you guys filling this because like, because it's like, okay, first of all, pretty much any and everybody who comes out of NXT is glorified because of all the people who helped start NXT, like Seth Rollins and the Four Horsewomen and everything. So NXT, you know, anything that comes out of there is pretty much like gold. But it's just like, I really hate that like the girls like Alicia Fox, you know, Naomi, and I'm drawing blanks right now. They're all just being like, you know, kind of put to the side. And it's just like, I just feel like it's so unfair because it's like before the Divas revolution became the women's evolution, this huge like trend that it is now, it's like those were the women who were like really trying to fight for that TV time. And it's like now that they're getting it, they don't even get to like really enjoy it, and then fans don't even feel like they deserve it, which is like kind of messed up.
No, I don't think that's what it is though. That's not, at least for me. For me, it's like the thing with Naomi back in between 2011 and 2013, Naomi was that bitch on the roster. I wanted her to hold the women's championship. I was like, Naomi needs to be Divas champion, period. I don't want to hear shit. She's the most athletic in the ring because the women were not getting storylines. They were not getting talking points. All we did was see them in the ring. And now, with NXT and how they're booking the women now on TV, we see personality. And when it's Naomi's chance to shine and have she falls flat amongst the other women. That's just how I see it. Because I'm not hating on reality of it all, really. It's the facts. I'm sorry. I love Naomi. I don't want people to think I'm bashing her. But this is a talk show. We're gonna put out our opinions, you know, and that's just my opinion. I feel like Naomi is really super talented, and I feel like there's so much more in Naomi that she needs to dig deeper down inside of her, and she needs to pull it out because you got girls like Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Charlotte, who are just killing the game with the fucking personality, and personality puts asses in the fucking seats, and that's what WWE is going with right now, and Naomi's not giving us that, and that's why I don't think WWE is going to give her a WWE championship. She has the cute entrance. The entrance is lit as fuck. I'll throw my wig off for that entrance. That entrance is everything. But when it comes to talking points and selling a match, Naomi can't do it. I'm sorry. That's it. Any more thoughts before we move on? Oh, go ahead, Eve.
I mean, you know what? Okay, fine. I can give you that because it's like, that's true, because that's why people usually don't get over it, because it's like, you can be the best wrestler in the world, but if you can't talk, or if you don't have like that personality that gets to people, then it's kind of like, all right, you're respected because you can wrestle, but what else can you do? Because it is entertainment. So, okay, I can give you that.
I can't wait to see her in her movie and watch her like act and stuff like that.
Marine, I think they could like re-jump her out then. You know, like when her movie's out, give her a little bit of a push then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Help with the movie.
I mean, Naomi, I feel like Naomi just got to put in that hard work. That's it. Like, Naomi has been working hard, but Naomi, you got to look around. You got to see these girls. And I think, like, with Alexa Bliss being around and Carmella being around, showing their personality, I really feel like it's going to put more fire into Naomi, and I think we're going to see something spark out of her. Because I'm not closing the door on Naomi, but I just see, like, right now, with how WWE is booking and what Naomi's giving me, I don't see them going with her. That's it. But then we'll move on to SmackDown. We had the 5-way match with the 5 of the women who lost, obviously, on Sunday. Becky Lynch was outside, and they had a great match. Another great match. I love the spot when Alexa was trying to do the sunset flip in the corner, and Naomi hit her with the enziguri, and Alexa sold that really good. I feel like Naomi and Alexa Bliss will put on a great match together. But overall, the whole match was amazing. I love the mix with Nikki and Carmella. I love how Nikki went straight after Carmella. I thought it was really good. And Alexa Bliss ended up picking up the win, which I was surprised to see. And because, once again, Alexa was the first one eliminated at Backlash, and people were upset. I can't believe Alexa Bliss was eliminated first. But now we see why she was eliminated first. Make the other girls look strong for Alexa Bliss to win this one. So I thought it was super cool, and I'm excited for Alexa Bliss to go up against Becky Lynch, because I feel like them two have great chemistry. Out of all the women in the ring when they were all wrestling, I feel like Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch mesh well together. I feel like them two, they've already wrestled on NXT back in the day, so I feel like those two really know where to go with each other. They got perfect timing with each other, so I just can't wait to see them two. What about you, Sam?
I was so pissed when Alexa was eliminated first, but like looking back at it, it does make sense. You know, she walked out with the new gimmick, and she had the interview with Lita with the panel just beforehand. So, you know, they're kind of building her up very slowly, you know, with a bit of a difference. She's had the interview, she's had the gimmick change, and now she's just won that match, and she's #1 contender. She's on Talking Smack. She was talking about the whole bullying thing, like she felt like she was being teamed up on. And it makes sense.
It did.
It works. At this moment in time, she is the very, very much so the right challenger. You want, the first title rivalry to be memorable, to be a big, huge thing. So, if she was going to go against, if Becky was going to go against another face, it could get lost in the mix. Carmella's got her thing with Nikki right now. I'm not even going to talk about how it would have been stale with Natalya. But Alexa was the greatest choice he could have gone with.
Yeah, for a number one contender, Alexa Bliss is that bitch right now on SmackDown.
For sure.
What about you, Eve? How do you feel about Alexa Bliss picking up the win?
I love Alexa Bliss. I was just happy because I was actually talking to my friend. I was like, well, you know what? I was like, I don't know how this could go, because I was like, at the pay-per-view, I felt like anybody could have won because they all are like so talented and strong competitors. But I was just like, honestly, the people who need the win the most would have to be like Carmella and Alexa. And I was like, either one of those. But I was like, probably it'll be Alexa because, Carmella's doing her thing with Nikki right now. So...
Yeah,
I'm so proud of Carmella, by the way. Just
exactly.
To say, getting to the final two, I'm so proud of her.
Now I want to give Carmella her props because Carmella did exactly what she wanted to do in this match. Carmella made her point in the division by eliminating Nikki Bella. She fulfilled something. She pinned Nikki Bella and got her eliminated, and she cost Nikki Bella the Women's Championship match. So I kind of like what's going on with Carmella and the whole beat up Nikki Bella hashtag. I live for it because AJ is just my dude right now. And Carmella is just, and she made it up to the final two in the freaking match, and I thought Carmella did great. I loved her super kick to Nikki Bella on SmackDown when she took on Nikki Bella for Alexa Bliss to go. So basically, Carmella was the one who won the match, but Alexa Bliss, being that sneaky little heel thing that she is, she grabbed her and threw her out and got the pinfall. Alexa Bliss is just smart, and I love how they book Alexa Bliss as a smart competitor. I love that because there's not many smart characters around in WWE anymore that's as conniving and mean like Alexa Bliss. Like Charlotte just cheats, but Alexa Bliss seems smart, like a smart heel. So I like that with Miss Bliss, and I feel like I agree with you guys. She's the best choice. Super, super best choice. So I just can't wait to see those two go at it at No Mercy. Who they've been showing promos for No Mercy recently, and I've been hearing a woman's voice. It sounds like Maryse. Have you guys seen it?
think I watched NXT before, and like as on the network, and then as it finished, it sort of like flashed up a picture of Maryse and Miz with the No Mercy sort of style, and it went off.
I think it's Maryse's voice. She's doing the voiceover. She goes, "No Missy." I was like, okay. All right, my girl. I love Maryse.
No, see.
Well, speaking of Maryse got involved with Miz's match, which I loved, and she sprayed some shit in Ziggler's face, and Miz got the pinfall. And then on SmackDown, Miz called her out, and then she got on the mic. She's like, "You want a match with my husband again? Like, you want my husband to drag you again?" And then the crowd started booing her. Maryse got a really good reaction from the crowd, so I thought it was really cool. And she looked super hot, as always. I loved her all in black with the cape, with her hair coming down. Maryse just slays for days. And Lana looked cute on Monday Night Raw. I can't believe we didn't mention that.
Oh my gosh.
With her
I
blue
love Lana. Like, Lana is like
everything.
my best friend. She just doesn't know it.
She's beautiful. She's your friend. She's a friend in your head.
That's like me and Carmella.
But yeah, so all the girls did great. Another thing I want to talk about, since we're on Alexa Bliss, we were talking about Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss was on Talking Smack, and I love that show, and I love Daniel Bryan and Renee. They do such a great job of really blurring the line between kayfabe and WWE and, fake and real shit. But, excuse me. I love that when Daniel Bryan looked over to Alexa Bliss and said, "Do you get offended when they mention the 4 horsewomen and they don't ever mention you when you're one of the girls that cut up with them?" I'm like, thank God Daniel Bryan brought this up, because I sit here on this podcast every day and say this shit. I'm like, I don't know why Alexa Bliss is not mentioned. I don't know why she's not mentioned. This girl has had great moments in NXT. This girl...
But didn't she get injured, though?
When?
Like, as it was sort of up and coming, didn't Alexa go out with, like, a broken nose?
Yeah, that was
Didn't she pop her nose?
Yeah, that was against Carmella. No, who was it? Somebody broke her nose. Oh, it was Sasha Banks. Sasha gave her a bloody nose.
That was when the 4 horsewomen thing was kicking off, so I think that's probably why she isn't considered. And at the time, I don't even think Becky was involved in all that, so I think Becky took her spot.
I mean, I don't feel like Becky took anybody's. I feel like, I don't think it's
No,
about
I don't mean that. I don't mean
women.
that in like a really negative way. I just mean at the time they were building this.
I get what you mean. Yeah, because they put her with Blake and Murphy. That's what happened. They kind of put her in the valet role, which she overshined Blake and Murphy like crazy. But I love that Daniel Bryan brought that up because Alexa Bliss, to me, personally, she's one of the women that made wrestling exciting again. Because for women, because I loved watching her in NXT. She's just one of the trailblazers for the new era. And I feel like people need to give her respect for it because Alexa Bliss is green. I mean, she was green coming into this company 4 years ago. She didn't have a lick of experience in WWE, but she has a great athletic background. She was a gymnast. She was a cheerleader. Everything Kelly was. And Kelly didn't give us what Alexa Bliss has given us. So that's why I feel like Alexa Bliss is going to be a big-time superstar. Like, this girl's already on a magazine cover, and she hasn't even had a pay-per-view single match. Like, let's be real. Alexa Bliss is destined for greatness. But
we said this for a long time.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm not going to deny it. She is incredible, and is like very, very rapidly becoming one of my favorites.
Me too. She's my favorite on SmackDown. She definitely is my favorite on SmackDown. Her and Nikki.
She's my number two. She's my number two.
Yeah, we know. The Leopard and Carmella.
Yeah.
Eva is my favorite on SmackDown.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I just like her theme song and the guy that's announcing her. Like I think I know it all by heart. Like I'm kind of excited.
I love it.
Amazing.
I can't wait. There is a red storm brewing because she's going to be on her way back soon, but she's about to stop and film a movie before she comes back. So we'll probably see Eva Marie mid-October, late October, early November. I think that's when we'll see Eva Marie. And it's good. It's good because I feel like when she comes back, it's going to be a nice, cool surprise. They're going to put her in a cool spot lately, how they've been booking her. So I'm excited for Eva. So,
I'm excited for?
Who?
Liv Morgan.
But before we get into Liv Morgan, baby, I just want to give a shout out to fucking John Cena. And yes, you guys heard me right. John Cena is getting a shout out from the preacher, Jimmy Vibes. Fucking John Cena came out on SmackDown and put Dean Ambrose together, all the way together. And I lived. I was rolling up my L and I stopped mid lick. I was like, ah! Did he just say that he has no balls and that Stone Cold was right? I was like, Cena! I was like, yes! I was like, I lived. And I love how now I see that there's been a seed planted with Cena saying that, and then for Dean to attack Cena after, because the fans have started to churn on Dean ever since Stone Cold said that on the podcast. Because basically, Stone Cold exposed Dean. He's been saying what I've been saying for the longest time. And I'm glad and happy that they're bringing this on television to let Dean know, step up your game, man. Like, the fans are behind you, but you're going to lose them if you don't step up your game. So I love that Cena brought that up. I thought it was cool. AJ was just slaying the show all day, and then they had the whole match they had the whole tag team match at the end of the day with that guy, James Eldridge, with the no joke. Anyway, well, Miz came out.
He's gonna be the cover.
Yeah, sure, Jan. But I love when Miz came out and just dragged him and then threw his face in the camera. He's like, "This is the main event. Are you serious?" Blah blah blah. But once again, the guys on SmackDown are doing an amazing job. I just love both shows. I think both shows are being booked properly, and they got the right guys in the right spots right now. And then your boy Jack Swagger was on SmackDown, Sam.
Oh yes, yes.
Jeez.
So much Jack Swagger. I was loving it.
Oh my God. Put your panties back on, girl. Come on.
Okay, they're going back on.
Now, we can talk about Miss Liv Morgan. So
she is just living life.
She's living to be the Liv. So Liv Morgan comes out on NXT, and she has a match with some chick. What's the girl's name? Do you remember her name, guys?
It was Rachel Fazio, but wasn't that isn't she Rachel Ellering, Paul Ellerin's daughter?
I don't know, maybe.
The guy who's the manager of the Authors of Pain. So I think that's why they changed her surname.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I didn't know that it was his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had a match with Liv Morgan, and Liv Morgan ended up picking up the win. And it was an okay match. Like, it was nothing like, oh my God, this, that, and the third. But
I liked the finisher.
Oh, I didn't really like the finisher. I feel like it was ineffective. I liked the spinning heel kick, but she didn't execute that with Aaliyah. And she
I think that's why
missed
she's
it with
changed
Billy.
it.
I hope this is not her finisher. I cannot go through another woman with a submission hold finisher. I can't. No, it's too many. What about you, Eve? How do you feel about Liv? Eve? Did we lose this bitch? Sam?
I'm still here.
How do you feel about Liv? Let me see what Eve's at.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You muted us, bitch.
I didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
This bitch.
What you
Been
telling?
here for 5 minutes and only putting us on mute. What's this?
She was shading us.
No, my phone started ringing. I don't know if you guys heard it, so I muted so that it wouldn't come onto the... But I thought the way she did her finisher, like I thought it was like a regular move,
Me too.
like just to wear her down. I didn't know she was like trying to end the match, so it didn't look like very effective to me. And then when she did the spinning like mid kick, like Mickey James, she kind of missed, didn't she?
Yeah, she missed it with Aaliyah.
Yeah.
They kind of like kept like messing with the camera angles, didn't they, when they showed it on NXT? So you couldn't see it properly miss.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind the submission. I thought it was okay. I think if the commentators are more behind that was going to be the end, then it would have made sense.
I mean, like, you know, the commentator, we never seen her do that move before. What was it, a guillotine, I think it was? We never, like, I seen Summer Rae do it, but, like, Summer Rae uses that to, like, wear down people or whatever.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah, so, like, when she came out with it, I was like, really? It just made the girl look super, super weak. Not Liv, the girl that she was facing. But I was just like, really, Liv? Like, that's what you're going to give me? Is that what they booked for you? Absolutely not. Let's get back and let's get you something cute. And let's stay away from the finishers because there's too many submissions going on right now in the women's division. Like, I just can't. You got the disarm her, you got the bank statement, you got the figure eight, like it's just you got the sharpshooter.
PTO.
See, all day you got the Emma.
Oh dang, that is a lot.
It's too.
What's the Naomi Spider thing?
Yeah.
Carmella's Code of Silence.
Yes.
Oh snap!
See, TPP will be letting you know. Okay. It's just too much. It's too much. Liv, set yourself apart. Because, you know, right now you're doing a good job setting yourself apart because I'm starting to see her shed away from that whole Carmella thing that people like to say. And Carmella switched up her image too, which is helping out Liv big time. So I want, you know, Liv still needs a lot of work. But Liv is on the right track. This girl's on the right track. I feel like a couple more months. Go ahead.
He put her in the opening as well, haven't they, for NXT?
The opening?
She's in the opening credits now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is.
She's one of 3 girls in the opening credits. So they're
building her.
So she's doing something right.
No, she's doing something. She's
a big supporter of us, so she follows us as well.
Yeah, she's a big supporter. And I'm a big supporter of her.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Eve.
Oh, I was just saying, like, I like Liv Morgan, but where is Billie Kay and Peyton Royce?
That's what I'm
who
saying.
I'm like for. Like, where are they?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Peyton.
Peyton Royce is on that thing where it says you haven't been seen over 30 days.
It's like, you don't understand. Billie Kay is my life. So is Peyton Royce. And I don't see them at all. Like, at all. They need to be on this next set of tapings, or I'm going to have to be up.
I can see Billie going after Liv. Yeah. Eventually.
I want to see
Liv stole my spot kind of thing.
I heard somebody. Let me not say it because it's a spoiler. Let me shut up. But anyways, I loved after the match.
You can tell me the spoiler later.
No, because then you'll regret that I told you, like the whole Carmella thing, bitch. I'm never gonna tell you another spoiler again, and then you made me feel bad. Because he was like, James, because, you know, the pay-per-view airs late in the UK. He's like, James, if Carmella wins, let me know that she won so I can wear leopard tomorrow morning. So I said, okay, bitch. So I sent him a text message. I was like, Carmella didn't win, but she did really, really great. But I didn't tell him when Carmella finished in the match. And Carmella ended up finishing, second place. So he's like, oh my god, I can't believe you told me because I was thinking she was going to win. And then I remember
I am not that British. I am not that British.
So ass backwards. I was like, this bitch. I was just rolling my eyes reading that shit. I was
hey,
like,
James.
What?
Fuck you.
No, you know it would have been really messed up if you told him she won because he would have believed you because it came down to the last ones and the way it was.
I know.
You would have got them so bad. That would have been
oh my god, Eve. I should have. I'm just too fucking honest. I was just like,
I would have gone to work in full leopard and been like, ooh, I'm making you hello. And one of the guys at work who watched it would be like, what are you doing?
He'd be like, Carmella's the new champion. Hey. They'd be like, no, she's not, bitch. It's Becky Lynch. Sam would have dragged me. That would have been hilarious. Damn, I should have did that. I should have did it. Fuck.
Yeah, especially but that would have been mean. He probably would have hated you forever. So.
That's all right.
No, I would have found the fairly funny side of it. I'd have loved it so secretly.
So, let's get back to NXT. After the match, when Liv made a homegirl tap out, they gave her a mic, in which, to my surprise, I was like, oh, wow, we're going to hear Liv talk for the first time. This is interesting. So they put the mic on her, And she proceeded to talk about how she wants to challenge Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship, and saying that there's no women around, but she's here, and blah blah blah. People are saying that the NXT Women's Division there's no more, and blah blah blah, da 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 da. But what I will say about Liv Morgan is this was her first time speaking on the mic, so I gotta give her some leeway or whatever. And I feel like she was very nervous. She was kind of like blurring her words together, and the accent was coming through big time, and I'm like, damn, is this how I sound like on the radio show with my heavy ass
all
accent?
the time.
So I was just like, aw, and then she was just talking, and I was like, now I can see why they're going with the whole Jersey thing. Now it makes sense because they're letting her talk. So I was like, if they let her talk, then I can understand the whole Jersey thing, because I could be like, damn, this girl's accent is fucking thick. But, you know, her whole gimmick is I'm from Jersey. So now it makes sense, and I feel like that's why it's shedding that whole Carmella stigma from me. How do you feel about her talking points, Eve?
I like it. Like, me and my friend are constantly doing it, because she was like, she's like, you know, word on the street, you know, or something like that. And then I know one time she was talking backstage, and when she was done, she's like, what?
She's very hood.
I like it.
She's a street girl, and I could tell that she's one of the white girls that used to ride the city bus and blah 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 down in the city. Like, I could see that with Liv Morgan. So I'm glad that they finally let her talk. I like it. And then she's always talking about her Jumpman, her Jordan sneakers and stuff like that. I really want her to stick with that. Like, there's a lot of people that she could relate to in the sneaker world. Maybe her gimmick could become a sneakerhead. Like, who knows? That's something new. Well, that's kind of like Naomi's thing with the glow-in-the-dark thing. But I don't know. I feel like Liv has a pool of potential. But what about you, Sam? How do you feel about her talking points and stuff?
I didn't mind, you know, I think it's the first, well, not the first time I've seen her talking about, because she's done a bit backstage.
Oh, this is the first
time
about
talking about how the whole, her mum, she won her first match and things like that, and her mum watched it on the network and that kind of thing. So, you know, we know she can talk, but I think doing it in front of the crowd for the first time, she was nervous. You could so tell, and she was out of breath. She was constantly like, so
that was the only thing that was bad about it. Yeah, that I have to agree with.
You know, I like, yeah, that was bad. But I also really didn't like, I mean, it sounds really petty, but when she was talking and she was like, when people say no offence, it usually means they're going to make offence. But no offence. And then she said, what did she say? You've just been what?
What was that, Eve?
Oh, no, I was just like saying it with him. I was like, yeah, she was like, no offense.
Oh, okay.
But what did she say though? She said,
it didn't go anywhere. Something. The whole no offence.
Oh, I don't even remember. Oh, no. Oh, she's like, but girl, you just tapped out or something like that.
Yeah, like what? Like, I don't get it. Like, what was the point in that?
Yeah, she's like, but no offense, you tapped out. It just didn't go anywhere. And I feel like that was just her, you know, she was trying something. That's why I'm going to give her some leeway, because this is her, you know, she was trying to throw shade, trying to look tough, blah, blah, blah. She tried to do a lot in one. Because at first, when she first started talking, I was like, wait a fucking minute. Is this bitch a heel? That's what I was thinking for a quick second with the whole no offense, but... And then she's like, but you tapped out. And I was like, what? Okay.
It made no sense at all.
No, it didn't, like, because that's the nerves.
She was okay. Other than that, she did okay. The crowd were not with her at all.
No, they were confused like us, but that's okay, Liv. Like, all they gotta do is throw a mic on you and get you back out there and do it again and keep doing it and keep doing it. That's the only way you're gonna get better, boo. And I'm a firm believer that this girl is gonna get it down packed. She's gonna get her ring gear together and she's gonna get her moves down together.
I still think her ring gear is okay. I think it's cute. It works.
I think it's so much better than what she started with, and I feel like it's gonna evolve into something better. Oh, we lost Eve. I feel like it's going to keep, you know, it's going to evolve. And like every other woman in the division, their outfits always evolve into something better. So I feel like I'm not worried.
Look at how like Charlotte started.
Exactly.
And look at where she is now.
Yeah.
And Becky is a prime example of that.
Oh, Lord. Becky's still...
Oh, Lordy Lord.
Yeah, kind of. Oh,
I think Summer has had the same outfit since day one, though.
Oh, my God. I feel like Summer really doesn't give a fuck about her gear at this point. She doesn't care.
No.
She doesn't care. Summer's just like, whatever, this is my look, this is what I'm doing. That's how I feel. And I don't think it's WWE telling her, no, this is what you're wearing. I feel like it's Summer's decision. She's just like,
yeah, that's fair. Whereas Alicia, the queen of, like, reinvention on her outfits.
I have to say, Alicia Fox has my favorite gear right now. Yeah.
Now that Bree's gone, we need a new favorite. And I think we have it. Actually, maybe Alexa, because I was loving that one that she's had this week.
I love the Alexa's gear. I like Alexa's gear is cute.
Fabulous, wasn't it?
It was super cute. but I have to. Alicia Fox has to be my favorite right now. I don't know. It's just so different with the sleeves and I love it. Foxy has my favorite gear. Her and Becky Lynch's SummerSlam gear was cute.
Yeah,
I love that one. It was so steampunk. It was everything to me. So we got all right. Moving on from Alicia Fox's sexy ass gear, we have one more thing we want to mention on the show before we go off. And guys, we lost Eve. I don't know what's going on. Skype is doing shows. I'm trying to get him back in. But in the meantime, Sam's going to talk to you guys about what's been going on our Twitter account. Sam, give them the tea.
Okay, so on our Twitter account, back in last June, we did the WWE Women's World Cup, which was like a knockout thing, a polls over a couple of days' time, which accumulated in Naomi being chosen by you guys as your favourite woman at the time. So now we've done it again, but this time with women in the indies, and we are down to the final 4. James?
Yeah, I'm here. I hear you.
So we have got our 4 women left over. James is going to make a cute little graphic for it all. But our final 4 women that we have are Mandy Leon, Santana Garrett,
yes,
Havoc, and Thea Trinidad.
Ooh, cha. All right.
Yeah.
And here they are. Love it. I feel like this was another successful World Cup tournament on our Twitter account, Sam. I feel like you've done a fabulous job. So we're going to need all the listeners that are listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast. I want you guys to rush over to our Twitter account, and I want you guys to start voting so we can crown a winner. So follow in the footsteps of Miss Naomi, because we know that you guys love Naomi, and that's why Naomi won, because we know that the fan base of our listeners, you guys support Naomi, the Nay Mob. You guys love us too, and we love you guys. I don't want you guys to think that we're throwing shade at Naomi. I really don't. It really bothers me that you guys think I don't like Naomi, because I really love Naomi. I just gotta be honest. So Naomi won the first one, so let's see who's gonna win the indie one. And Sam, are you gonna announce the next one, or are you gonna wait?
What, sorry?
Are you going to announce the next World Cup, or are you going to wait a bit?
We're going to wait.
Okay. I'm really excited for the next one. I think it's super, super cool.
It's going to be good fun.
So let's move on.
Yeah, it's everything now.
Before we leave, I want to give a shout out to TJ Perkins. He won the Cruiserweight Classics this week, I believe. I haven't watched the show yet. I'm about to watch it, and of course, social media spoiled it for me. It was just too much goddamn wrestling last night, and my workout went on too long, so I just watched the NXT. And
this is a lie straight away, because you don't work out.
Huh?
You don't work out. This is a lie.
Then what the fuck do I do, bitch?
Just smoke all the time.
You clearly don't look at my Snapchats, do you?
Yeah? You go to a lot of gigs.
I go to what?
A lot of concerts, a lot of gigs.
Oh, well, yeah. But I do a lot of hiking. I do a lot of hiking, uphill, downhill. I rock climb.
I thought that was you just getting stoned in public.
You thought that? Well, I do that after my fucking hike, but bitch, what do you think this is, Sam? I'm going to the UK. I gotta go over there and steal all your boyfriends. I can't go over there looking at a hot-ass mess.
I've got like a big plan for us, by the way, when you get it.
What is it?
I can't tell you. It's going to be a surprise.
Oh my god. No, I gotta know. What am I gonna wear?
As soon as we find out where it is,
then you'll let me know.
Sort it.
You gotta let me know everything, because I gotta have an outfit for everything. Right now I'm shopping for my California trip. I have a trip to Florida. Damn, I'm gonna be traveling all over the fucking place in a couple of months. But it's exciting. Super, super exciting. I can't wait to go to the UK. I can't wait. But, shout out to TJ Perkins. He won the Cruiserweight Classics. Wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my pick to win, but I respect him. And I'm happy that
he showed us a lot of love as well, because we used him a lot for gifts of the day and stuff, and Pipe Bomb of the day. So
yeah, and he's a good, solid wrestler, and I can't wait to see him on Monday Night Raw, part of the Cruiserweight division. I really hope
as the champion.
I really hope. He's not? They didn't crown him with a championship. They crowned
him.
No,
they did. Trophy. Triple H came out and he said whoever wins is going to go into Raw as the Cruiserweight champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they gave him a little belt. It's like purple.
Oh, I see it right here. This is what I've been looking at this whole time. There's a little picture of a purple belt, and I'm like, what is that? I was like, is that the tag team titles? Because I'm colorblind, and I'm like, well, they do. The belts do look purple. And I'm like looking at this one. I was like, no, but that is purple. I'm like, what belt is that? And then I'm thinking maybe it's a fan one. Like somebody did it. Oh, wow. Amazing. Good stuff. So I just hope that they bring Tony Nese, because I think he's so good to look at. And Cedric Alexander. I know he's going to be there.
A couple of them have already been confirmed.
I know. Cedric's been confirmed.
So's Jack.
Which one's Jack? Sabre Jr.?
Jack Gallagher, the British guy.
Oh, really? What about Sabre Jr. guy?
His name hasn't come up yet.
A lot of
but
people
Grand
love him.
Metalik has Kota Ibushi declined apparently.
I heard. I think he makes so much money overseas and his family's there that he's just like, no. You know, it's a big adjustment to come over to the States and travel the world with WWE. It's a big adjustment. So maybe he's not there yet. He's still young. His career's ahead of him. He'll be with WWE soon enough.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I think Evie's back. So we're going to let Eve come in, say his goodbyes.
Sign off.
Yes. Let me add him in real quick. Wow, I can't believe that they crowned a champion. I cannot wait to watch this. Oh my god, we got to do this show because the sun's about to go down and I hate being stuck there in the dark. Uphill. Well, Evie, bitch, you better get in here, girl. Oh, I really want him to come in and give a spot. Let me try to call him in right now. One more time. Then we gotta go. We have to go. But Sam, my love.
Yep.
We've said a lot. And where can the listeners follow you at?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at sampele_. And if you want to follow me on Snapchat, I'm not really excited anymore. Just on Sampele.
You're not that excited, bitch, with that Snapchat you sent me the other day, girl. Bye.
You screenshot it. I got a notification.
I definitely did not screenshot it, bitch. I replayed it.
I also sent it to Juan.
You did? Juan has been messy. I haven't even told you what went down with Juan over the weekend.
You did?
Oh, I did. All right. Don't say it on the show because they'll get mad at me. But
no, Juan responded and he was like, wow.
Eve, you want to give the listeners... Let them know where they can follow you at and where they can come and shade and kiki it up with you.
I'm mostly on my Instagram at Diva Fanatic and on Twitter, same thing. That's pretty much it.
And that's Fanatic, Fanatix.
X, because I'm cool like that.
Super, super cool. I'm so jealous. I wish I was as cool as you, bitch. But once again, we've said a lot. I want to thank Eve for coming on to the show. I think it was fun, Eve, and you got to come back again. You definitely got to come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us today.
James, you haven't even give out your own stuff.
I didn't? Oh, shit. Sorry.
No.
Well, that's because I don't want these bitches... No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get shaded by the nabob.
You don't want to get attacked by the shade.
The nabob will come after me with pitchforks, kind of like how they did in American Horror Story and Surround the House the other night. But,
I loved it this week.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that's nabob coming to my house. I'm like, well, I love her, but I love her. Shut up, bitch. No, you don't. Like, that's what they were telling me on Twitter. No, you don't. If you loved her, you wouldn't post that gif. I was like, really? That's an insider of TPP. Like, I always called Charlotte Queen Cersei. I was like, come on, girl, bye. Anyway, you guys can follow me at Jimmy Vibes on everything, basically. I'm starting to become a brand like Sam Pelly the brand.
Welcome to the club. It's really fun to have you. Oh, and we've got our Twitter page as well, at _Real Pipe Bomb, which is where you can follow to vote on the final of the Indie Women's World Cup.
Exactly.
Wait, what's Sam?
Me, I'm Sam Pele _.
Gotcha.
He's everything.
You
Sam
have to follow me.
That's why we call him the brand. Oh, and also follow us on our Instagram. Brandy's been doing a great job with that. She's trying to build it up for us. And it's at The Real Pipe Bomb Podcast. So, see you guys over there and see you guys on social media. And thank you for listening. Toodaloo.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.